Hello everyone, I'm Irish Faith Pino from Basic Math TV, and this time I will be going to tackle about the criteria in choosing appropriate assessment tools. Our lesson outcomes. The student should be able to examine the appropriate assessment tools to be used in the classroom. The student should also reviewed assessment used by the teachers and determine if applicable in 21st century. Third, the student should be able to decide the type of measure to be utilized. We have this word assessment methods. What do you think is assessment methods? Assessment methods are the strategies, techniques, tools, and instruments for collecting information to determine the extent to which students demonstrate desired learning outcomes. So, ang kanida siyang assessment method kay kanang strategies din siya or techniques, tools, and instruments para ang teacher mo collect og information para mahibaw-an niya kung nakakaton ba ang estudyante or asa kutob ang learning sa estudyante. And teachers need to select tools to assess student achievement in the target outcome. So, ang teacher kuno, kinahanglan sad siya mo select og tools para i-assess ang student sa achievement niya, and then naasad na target outcome ang mga teachers. And also, the selection of tools involves a process to obtain detailed information and the need to keep the process feasible and manageable. So, ang kaning selection of tools, kinahanglan din siya or nag-involve din siya og process para makuha nato ang detailed information or valid information or reliable information para kanang makip ang process nga feasible and manageable. Dili libog kanang masabtan nimo dayon ba kung unsa man gani resulta sa gigather nga information. And then teacher also need to consider the widely variation of student learning styles. So dapat daw kuno i-consider sa teacher nga wide guys tanan ang kanang variation sa student learning style as they choose assessments for their courses. They are more likely to they're more likely to offer opportunities for every student to demonstrate their knowledge. So they are more likely kuno nga mo-offer og mga opportunities like unsay mga nahibawan sa kanang teacher, mo na siya ang angay buhaton sa teacher. And then this time we will be talking about these are the following that will be considered in choosing appropriate assessment tools. Number 1 is goals assessment. Then number 2, methods of assessment, either direct or indirect. Number 3, the interval in giving assessment. Number 1, let's tackle this number 1. The number 1 is a goal assessment. Of course, the overall goal of assessment is to improve the knowledge, to improve the learnings of the students. And then by that, we need to process a valid and reliable information to gain to have the right result. And then second is the method of assessment. And this method of assessment includes direct methods. Let's tackle about the direct methods. Direct methods involves examinations, written assignments, oral presentation, and performances. So mao ni siya ang method sa assessment or one of the tools para kanang ma-evaluate nato ang kanang learning sa usa ka student. And next is indirect methods. Indirect methods, ni siya ang student satisfaction surveys, survey of students and alumni, exit interviews with graduating students, reflective essays, and etc. And then now, let's tackle about the characteristic in selecting appropriate assessment tools, whether conventional or ICT-based assessment. Number 1, measure the desired level of performance. So, of course, we need to measure the desired level of performance. Then 2, cost-effective in terms of effort, time, and money. 3, useful that will provide results, that provide information that can be used in making decisions. So, mo na siya ang kanang characteristics para mo-select og kanang sakto or accurate nga assessment tools inig ka kanang inig assess nato sa students. After the discussion, the teacher needs to conduct a formative assessment. One of the key characteristics of formative assessment is the frequent evidence to gather information, and it will need for the student to have the feedback, and by that the student or the teacher needs to immediately have or set a goal for the students to learn. And then, teacher may utilize ICT in assessment. So by that, it enables both teachers and students to provide valuable feedback on each learner's progress. So masud na ni diri ang ICT. And kani man jud siyang ICT, we all know that this is part of the technology, and it provide valuable feedback or kanang sakto nga feedback or kanang reliable, valid nga feedback para kanang para sa mga learners progress. Next is creating and utilizing rubric. Rubric is a set of criteria used to determine scoring for an assignment, performance, or product. Types of rubrics. Number 1, analytic rubrics. Second, holistic rubrics. We really need a rubric para ma-set nato ang criteria ug magamit ni siya to determine the scoring for an assignment, performance, or product. Para may bawan nimo kung unsaon nimo paggrado ang estudyante, ang ilahang performance, and then by that dili ka maglisod og kanang hatag og grado sa ilaha. So that's why we need to have the rubric. Next is technology. Technology can be used for assessing student learning, like electronic. Next is technology. Technology can be used for assessing student learning. So, ang kanisang technology, magamit yun ni siya para for assessing student learning. Dako kani siya og tabang sa student and also for the teachers. It gives an easy way for us to have for us to have the easy access. What is electronic examination? Electronic examination, or also known as computer-based assessment, computer-based testing, or e-exam. This kani siya nga mga kanang examination, gamiton ni siya sa teachers by the use of kanang computer para ma-assess ang students. So dali na lang jud guys tanan para sa teachers kay naa na ni siya kanang automatic inig-test nimo kanang mugawas na diretso ang scores, ma-evaluate na dayon kung unsay resulta sa kanang pag-assess nimo sa usa ka student kay naa naman siya easy way of easy access ra ni siya. And then test conducted using a personal computer or the equivalent electronics device. So kanang by the word equivalent electronics device, so kanang possible wala joy kanang cheating or bias nga mahitabo aning inani nga pamaagi. And mostly kanang mga karon uso naman jud naron ang sa kanang word exam magamit jud ni siya sa ingon ana nga pamaagi or karon sa online kuan nato online class nato naa na mga quizzes kanang maka-access ra ta without face to face, maka-test ra ta, maka-answer ra ta, and then dito makita nga kanang makita kung unsa ka gidugayon nag-answer ang students, dali ra ba siya naka-answer, and then kanang inana nga pamaagi kuan ra jud siya kanang dili siya lisod sa usa ka teacher. And then it is also delivers or responses and assessment are effected electronically. So mo na siya. And then computer-based testing is more efficient than paper-based test. Ang kanang mga paper-based test mo na siya ang kanang papel or ato ta mag-answer sa papel or sa test paper mga inana. And then base sa kanang information nga gihatag, mas efficient jud ang computer-based testing kay ana kanang kinahanglan pa ka kinahanglan nimo i-mano-mano og check inana. And then unlike sa kanang computer-based testing is kanang kuan jud siya kanang automatic maghatag lang kag answer ra automatic ang mga answers sa students evaluate dayon ang resulta kung kanang kakuha ba sila sa kanang sa test nga gihatag. And then last we have electronic portfolio. It is also known e-portfolio, digital portfolio, online portfolio. This is a collection of electronic evidence assembled and managed by a user, usually on the web. It includes input text, electronic files, images, multimedia, blog entries, and hyperlinks. So, kani siyang kanang electronic portfolio DI is a collection of electronic evidence assembled and managed by a user, usually on the web. So, for example, kanang mga WPS, Microsoft, kanang mga ingon ana nato is makakuha na ta, makasave na ta kung isa may mga kanang documents nato inana. So magamit jud siya ang kanang dako jud kay tabang ang kanang kuan electronic portfolio kay aside sa kanang magsuwat-suwat pa ka kanang i-type na lang nimo or i-save na lang nimo automatically sa internet, sa web or sa computer. Kanang mga blog entries, kanang mga yunana, of course, their blog entries nga give us inspirational or give us knowledge or information about everything. And then by that, of course, um uh ma-compile or ma-save, ma-collect unsa man gayto yung mga information na na-gather nato. And then so wala na siya. And then now let's proceed for our conclusion. Of course, technology gives also a advantage and disadvantages for us. And for us teachers, I mean for our teachers, technology is very important to them. It's very useful. It gives them an easy access. Dali na lang jud guys tanan para nila mag-compute sila sa grado, dali na lang kaayo kay one click mag-type ra ka dira sa imuhang sa score sa mga students, one click lang mugawas na ang kanang total sa ilang grado. Di unlike sa unang nga mano-mano magdaghan-daghan kay kag kanang i-calculate, unlike before, unlike karon nga dali na lang jud kasi ay mura na ikuan i-type magawas na ang grado. And then maka-easy ka ng search pug ka unsay mga pamaagi. And then for assessment sad dali na lang sad kay tanan, daghan kay pamaagi ron ang mga tao, mga teachers, unsaon nila para unsaon nila pag-assess ang students to have the or to progress, to improve the student learning. And then it is also important for teachers to use it is also important for teachers to use a variety of different assessments in their classroom. Of course, kay ngano lahi-lahi man jud guys tanan ang kanang ang skills sa usa ka estudyante. So we don't know mas kuan siya ani nga, for example, multiple choice mas kanang kuan siya ani, mas maayo siya ani, true or false mas maayo siya ani, or else mas maayo og kanang essay, or else mas maayo sa kanang subjective type of test, inana essay, or kanang nadjay uban nga kanang lahi, lahi-lahi jud ang kanang differences sa usa ka students in terms of assessments in the classroom. So in that way, to conduct assessment kanang method or to conduct assessment, teachers, kailangan ang teachers ilaha jud nang tan-awon ug maayo, i-examinon pag-ayo, or kanang i-identify pag-ayo kung unsay angay sa students, unsay kanang valid sa students, unsay reliable para sa students, to kanang para makuha sad ba ang kanang extent attainment nga learning outcome sa usa ka student. So by that we can conclude nga kani siya hina diri, kani siya kanang maayo diri. So tabang na lang po na sa ato a teacher nga, tabang na lang po na sa usa ka teacher nga dali na lang kay tanan pag-identify kung asa hinay o asa slow ang usa ka estudyante. So of course by that ang teacher need to adjust kung unsay angay niyang itudlo kaha aniha, unsa kay angay ikuan aniha kanang para makakato ng usa ka students, or by that way makapangita og mga strategies ang mga teachers unsaon nila pagtudlo, unsaon nila pagpahibaw sa usa ka estudyante. And then by that we can have the learning outcomes of the students valid and reliable. So that's all for our topic. I hope you learned something. Goodbye, everyone, and stay safe. Thank you.